I like it a lot. It's green, my favorite color, and it's really healthy too, because it's more green. The darker the vegetable is, the healthier it is.
I tried it and it looked nasty, but I ate it and I tasted it and it was good, and then I ate more.
Apples, grapes, prunes,
Whole grain is good for your body because it keeps you healthy.
broccoli, corn, and
When you get older, you might wanna, if you have like kids, and you might wanna know how to cook so you can cook dinner at nighttime for everybody in the house.
I love to try new foods. Mostly, I always try new foods, but once I tried lima beans and they were not good.
We heard so many times, even from school officials, that kids won't eat healthy food, and that's why they don't even try to give it to them. There are so many picky eaters out there, but really what we found with this program is that as long as the kids are involved in learning about the food, cutting and preparing and handling all of these foods, tasting them before they get into a recipe, they're much more likely to try it and to like it.
We never make children taste anything that they don't want to taste. They just have to have it on their plate. But when they see their friends eating it, they get it, and it's not even a competition. It's just they want to try it. They want to get in on the deal. They want to see what it's like, and then they like it.
I'm Heather Quintana, and I run and co-founded Happy Healthy Cooks in Roanoke, Virginia. We're in our 4th year. We're in 7 schools, and we have 70 plus volunteers, and we work with over 300 students. We do this program so that we can turn kids on to healthful whole foods because their health really depends on it. They're learning how to eat fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, and they're being exposed to food that they've never been exposed to before in most of their lives.
A couple times they've come back and said, my mom and I made this, or one little girl said, we were at the grocery store and I made my mom get brown rice. And so it's really cute how they're obsessed with the recipes.
We pull into the driveway of a school and we empty our car loaded with bins of equipment and food. 15 volunteers all show up and help us unload the food, bring it to the staging area where we do a little bit of a quick lesson with the volunteers, and we update them on anything that they need to know that's not specifically written in the lesson plan.
I didn't know basil was from India. Who knew?
Then we set all the food up and we walk into the classroom. When we get in the classroom, we always review the rules and what we've done in the past and some of the foods that they've tasted and liked in the past so that we're reinforcing that.
Soup, yeah. We had lentils and celery and carrots and tomatoes and garlic and dill.
Then we play music from the country that we're going to be studying, and the kids get to really sit and listen and take a minute to just breathe and slow down and listen, and then they get to guess what country the food that we'll be studying is from. We review the recipe ingredients, we hold up each individual thing so that they can learn what these foods are, and then we review the directions so they know the exact process of what we're going to be doing. Part of learning how to cook is to learn how to read a recipe, and so we do that at the beginning of every lesson. Every kid gets a chance to cut or mince or dice every single ingredient.
Good job. We're getting little bitty bits.
They taste each ingredient.
Good for your body.
It tastes a little spicy and like something that I eat.
Then we cook the food in the classroom, and then they get to taste it.
You'll get to taste it in about 10 minutes or less.
We're always about being mindful and slow and careful. And so when the food is ready, the kids are sitting at their seats and they put their feet on the floor and their hands in their lap and they close their eyes. And we guide them through just a quick breathing exercise where they breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. and it completely changes the dynamic of the room, and it really settles them and gets them ready to enjoy the food that they're about to taste so they can really pay attention to what they're eating.
The beans are hot. Just gently. It's the best food ever.
What's in our pasta we ate today that makes it healthy? Soup. No, what is it?
Oh, thank you.
Whole grain pasta that has the what in it? It still has the bran in it.
If you tasted the pasta fagioli with escarole and pasta and beans and tomatoes and garlic and basil, if you tasted it, raise one hand. If you tasted it and you liked it, raise two hands. If you tasted it and you liked it and you'd like to see it for dinner or in your school cafeteria, stand up.
The first year I was really nervous and I really didn't know how it was going to work and whether or not these kids, if it was going to be a total bomb. Are they going to eat kale and go, this is disgusting, and want to spit it out? But it's unbelievable. I really do believe in this program because I see it 7 times a week throughout the week with 300 kids who are tasting this food and really liking it.
The teachers are so enthusiastic and they tell the kids in front of them, I want to make this at my house. And so that, kids love their teachers. So it helps them. They're like, oh, Mrs. Poindexter is going home to make this in her home. And it just gets them really excited.
The most rewarding part about Happy Healthy Cooks for me is not only are we exposing these kids and turning them on to this really good food, but it really is spreading. Our volunteers are changing the way they're eating. Our principals are changing the way they're eating. The families are changing the way they're eating. The teachers are changing the way they're eating. It's like a little mini revolution.
It makes you happy and it's healthy and you get to cook.
Oh, you just know it.